My babies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just because recording hasn't been happening doesn't mean gardening hasn't been happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, life got busier again. Work got busy. So I can only really work on everything in the morning or when I get back home. So, yeah, this is an off day. I'm going to record a little bit and show you guys everything that's been happening. Bing bong. Let's carry these buckets of water. After the storm, it's a little bit messy and I still need to clean it up. Here. Over here, we have some beans that have not sprouted yet. Over here, we have carrots. You can see a couple of little sprouts going through there. We do have a rabbit problem. You can see their footprints. They come up in here. It's kind of annoying. Over here, we have some more carrots. You can also see a feather because I think a cat ate a bird over here. But you can see a bunch of them sprouting.
You said that so casually.
Yeah. All right, now right over here, the potato patch. There's only one that has sprouted so far. Like come up out of the ground, boom. But all of them are growing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so there are 8 potatoes through here. There are 3 more potatoes, 1, 2, 3. And then right here, I'm planting pumpkins, which I planted these 2, but then the freeze came and killed them. But this one survived. So I'm just gonna replace those 2. All right, right over here, Caveman Garden Part 2. Just kidding, it's just part of a field. We have wheat growing right here. Now what I did, I just brushed off, like I used to raked off all the pine needles. I pulled out all the grass and then I broke up the dirt a little bit with the pine needles, sprinkled all the wheat seeds over it, and then I covered it all with a little bit of fertilizer. And so now you can see they're sprouting. And so the good thing about wheat is you don't really have to, you don't really have to water them a whole lot. Just when they first start growing, you water them, and then you really just kind of leave them and then they'll grow up. All right, so the wheat here, over here are potatoes, which I did an experiment. I'm trying to see how well the potatoes grow in the natural dirt that's already here, so that's why it kind of looks like clay. But also I figured out throughout the yard there are different spots where there's better dirt than here, because there's a lot of clay here. Like over there, there's a good amount of, like, you know, just rich dirt, and then I could get some of that and bring it over here. All right, so I'm gonna do a tour of all the plants that I have in just a little bit, but I want to try my best to spend the least amount of money as I can on this year's garden. So I'm trying to use as much of nature as I can. So right over there, there's a field, there's an opening, there isn't a tree above it like right here, but the dirt is like clay. So right here, there's a little stream that flows through whenever it rains a whole lot, and the dirt is really good. Like the soil is very nice. You see that? So I'm actually collecting it and going and putting it in a big pile over by the field, and then I'm gonna plant some more wheat. So that's just what I'm doing right now. And then I'm putting all this dirt in a bucket like that and carrying it over. All right, now here we have some plants. These are seedlings that I started. Some of them I started a while ago. Some of them I just now planted today, like most of these right here. Right here we have basil, but the freeze came through and killed them, which is, you know, kind of sad. We got the mint right here. I rearranged it. All this was a little bit more scattered. We have some tiny pumpkins right here. They make little, you know, smaller ones, so that's what's in a pot. We have tomatoes, peppers, more peppers, but they haven't sprouted yet, so I'm thinking they might not sprout. I think this is cucumbers. So cucumber right there. I don't remember exactly what that is. Peppers, tomatoes. I also am not sure what that is. We'll figure it out. And then right here we have what I believe is squash. I think it's squash. So yeah. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna be planting wheat this year. So right here you can see where I already planted some. I'm about to show you how I got the dirt ready right here. What I was doing was, I didn't want to use a tiller because I want to show that you don't need a whole lot of money to be able to do this. So what I'm doing is, I'm basically just getting this cheap rake, I'm kind of smacking it and pulling it. And that's pulling up all the grass and revealing the roots, and I'm just gonna pull the roots out with, by hand. And so literally just that right there. And you can see how well it worked right there. So yeah, and then I'm gonna go over it with that rake. I have a bunch of
This is very shaky, by the way.
oh, it's all good. And then I have some dirt right there, some more rich soil that I'm gonna put over it.